Well, thanks to Facebook, I've been able to talk to, the older guys like Ron Schock and Rich Scheidner and everything. And, they talk about working in the 80s and things like that. And I don't know. I love speaking with all the generations of comedy right now because even though I didn't live through it really back then, it's so much different now than it was then. And it's kind of like hearing history or something. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, there's a lot to be learned from the beginning to now. I mean, I think there's things that even the older comedians from some of the beginning years, beginning generation after the first boom that are still around, and they are, and some of them are great comics and still put in the effort. Now it's different. Now the effort means having a nice website and having clips and selling yourself on a different level. Whereas before it was kind of like, I got 8 different rooms I can stroll into, and if I kill at all of them, I'm going to get picked up to do other circuit work, from guys, at least from a few of these rooms. And now it's kind of, there's less work, and comics are going to come back out of the woodwork, that haven't been doing comedy in a long time, and it's harder to get it. You do have to sell yourself more. The guys aren't evolving with the marketing and where comedy's at now are the guys that are sitting back being like, I'm way funnier than those people and I should be getting all this work, and these clubs say they want all new acts but they won't give me a chance. It's like, well, obviously it's about being hilarious, but it's how are you showing people how hilarious you are. You can't go showcase in front of every booker, in front of every club. You just can't. Yeah. And once you can, awesome. That will help you out a lot to be able to meet them face to face and showcase. But when you can't, how are you getting them to look at you? That's that's where it's a lot different now. And some guys haven't evolved with it.
Now, did you get into this on your own, or was being from the family of comedy or the business of comedy, was this kind of forced onto you? Like,
no, I went to college for jazz guitar.
Oh, really?
I went off. I lived in Northern California and then Montana and Ann Arbor, Michigan, before making my way back to Grand Rapids. And I mean, when I was young, like I said, I was pulling the headshots and bios. I did a lot of the kind of, run around office bitch type work, grabbing lunch and coffees. I did that stuff for a while, and then I kind of went off and did my own thing. And I came back to Grand Rapids, and I started just getting really, I always loved comedy, but I started getting just really interested in the inner workings of entertainment industry and so on, and I started exploring more of that with my dad, and my older brother was handling it, who still does handle college and corporate stuff. Started getting more interested in what he was doing and wanting to be a part of it. And then I started out just doing club sales stuff, and slowly worked into dealing with more of the talent, and then it became dealing with the clubs directly and booking. So, I mean, it evolved, and it's been a kind of a lifelong thing. But yeah, there was a long period where I was kind of exploring my options in life, and this is the one that was the most attractive to me and the most fulfilling. So
now you told me earlier before we started recording that you're moving to the Raleigh Chapel Hill area. Are you moving an office out there too? Are you going to be working from home, or how's that going to work?
Well, starting off, I'm going to be, when we first moved from Grand Rapids down here, I moved 2 months before the rest of my family did. So I was working from home in my home office, and I'm pretty disciplined in that way. Mm-hmm. It can be distracting. So I'm going to be starting off doing that, but we're probably going to be having our own office, and I'll probably have a couple employees with me in our own space at one point, but not immediately. I'll be working from home, so I got a nice big apartment.
Is it your girlfriend live in Raleigh? Is that why you're going there?
Yeah, she's on a full ride to UNC Law. She's genius.
Man, awesome. That's it, man. Getting in there with Oprah. I hear it. Well, Eric, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but I surely thank you for sitting down and talking today and sharing.
It's been a pleasure. It's been great, man.
So yeah, and hopefully, we'll get together and play some guitar sometime, man.
Oh yeah, we'll jam it out, man.
All right, but hey, well, take care, Eric. Good talking with you, man.
Yeah, you too, Adam. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.